We are Wordlers here on the Andie Summer Show. And you may or may not be surprised to hear that some people cheat at Wordle.
Why? Why?
I will tell you that my competitive spirit leads me to that. And I feel like I'm not letting anyone else down by cheating because no one else is affected.
Right.
But I hate when I'm on a good streak and then I lose.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
So
Yes.
if you've never Wordled, it's a 5-letter word that you have to guess, and you have 6 chances to guess what that word is. You get no hints. You don't know if it's a verb, if it's a noun, nothing. So you're just randomly throwing words up to see if they'll stick.
Right.
But there has been a study done to see what state has the most cheaters.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it turns out the Northeast is where most of the cheaters live.
I
Wow.
knew it.
Yeah. So they figured this out because there's a company called Preply. It's an online language learning site, and they analyzed Google searches to find out where the biggest cheaters are. So these are people who Google Wordle hint. And it turns out that Maine has the most Wordle cheaters per 100,000 people.
Wow, Maine.
And I don't have to cheat very often in Wordle. But I don't want to break that streak. And I am a very competitive person. But again, it's not like I'm better than any of you if I get it right. Right. So I feel like it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But I also think it's funny that Maine is number 1. New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut are all up there.
Maybe they're just really competitive and they're all
Right.
like sending in their group chat. Because when you initially said cheating, I thought they're just trying to get the word on the first guess. To be like, oh, look, I guessed it the first time. But I use the Wordle
Maybe.
hints sometimes.
Yes, and maybe they are doing that. Maybe some people are doing that as well because right, like we don't know at what point they are in the game when they Google Wordle hint.
I'll be the first to say if I get to 4 or 5, so you get 6 total guesses.
Yeah.
That's when I'll maybe ask for a hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Or I'll
just
call my
like-
dad who does it every morning and I'll be like, give me a hint.
Well, and it just gives you like a hint to the word, you
Sure.
know,
Yep,
another
yep.
definition. Or like, hey, this doesn't have any double letters in it.
Right.
Because maybe that's what you're missing here. So I think it's a different way to play. Now I'm realizing
sometimes-
I cheat sometimes, so I'm trying to
Sometimes you just need a little
justify
help.
it.
Sometimes you just need a little help. I'm not going to feel badly about this. Yeah. So Yolanda Del Pesos Ramos, the spokesperson for Preply, says that the hardest words aren't actually the most obscure words. They're the words that they combine familiar letters in unfamiliar words.
Okay.
So her advice, all right, if you're a Wordler, take her advice. She said, notice patterns, stay curious about words you don't know, and be willing to make an educated guess. I have to be honest, Yolanda, that does not help me at all.
No.
That is not.
Do you guys start with the same word every day?
I do.
What is
Yes.
What is it? What's your word?
I go audio every time. I like
Audio.
getting almost all of my
Do you use the Wordle bot? So
I don't
every
even know
time I play, within the game, every time when you finish, it'll score how you did. So if you're playing I play the hard version now. So
Yes.
if I find out that like there's an E in the last space, I can only type in words that have E in the last space, right? But before, if you're just playing the regular way, it tells you that there are 2 words that are like 99%. They give you a score of 99%. One is crane, and the other is what is it?
Steak?
Stale.
Oh,
stale.
stale.
S-T-A-L-E or S-L-A-T-E. Actually, stale gives you a lower score than slate. Slate is the better one. I don't know why. It's
I mean,
same
the
letters.
S and the T feel like very common. I mean,
Yes.
we do a lot of hangman here in the studio.
Right.
S and T, very common of the consonants. And then, of course, A and E.
I think C is also. That's like
C is
a
up there,
quiet.
yeah.
It's a quiet letter.
Hey, I'm pro new word every day. I just kind of start with the letter and go from there. And here's why it works, because on Saturday, spoiler, the word was bleat.
Yes,
and my
like
first-
the noise that a goat makes. It bleats.
My first word, bleak.
Nuh-uh.
I was one letter off.
Like, and how did you even know that? Like, why would you even use the word bleak,
Started
right?
with B, and I was like, well, what comes next? BL, and then how can I make a word from that?
That's
So,
amazing.
Way to go,
I'm
Shan.
proud of that.